Welcome to our yoga sequence for vitality. Today's class will focus on cultivating this vibrant energy through yoga movement and breath. We're going to increase this vitality, life force, which is available within each of us. Allow yourself to be energized, full of life, and with a beautiful sense of aliveness. So if you're ready, grab your mat and let's begin. All right, everyone, we're going to start in downward facing dog. Take a moment to settle in, adjusting your hands and feet, and grounding your body. Taking a few breaths in and out through your nose. And with each breath you take, become more present. Now, as you inhale, you're going to start shifting forward to plank. Exhale back to downward dog and repeat. Inhale, plank. Engage your core. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, plank. And this time you're going to lower belly to the floor. Opening your chest for cobra. And returning back to downward facing dog. Taking a full breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to lower the forearms one at a time. And we're going to pause here. We call this dolphin pose. Continue to lengthen your spine, stretch your legs. Now we're going to come back into downward dog. Shift forward plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, opening the chest. And then coming back into downward dog. Gently bend your knees, prepare. Bring your feet to your hands, flat back. And as you fall forward, grab your elbows, pause here, letting your head dangle. Now release your elbows, lift all the way up. And as you exhale, fall forward. Hands on the floor, flat back, prepare. Step or jump, plank pose, and as you exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Option, double chaturanga, making your way back to downward dog. Now we're going to do a couple of donkey kicks. So as you inhale, you're going to bend your knees, do a little hop, bringing your heels to your butt. And repeat a few more times. Letting that energy, that breath flow through your body. Returning feet to the ground, inhale, prepare. Exhale to the front of your mat. And fold. Lifting all the way and stretching back. On the exhale, fall forward. On the inhale, lengthen, prepare. Step or jump, plank pose, chaturanga. Upward facing. Chaturanga, back to downward facing dog. Now this time you're going to take the right leg up and behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up the hip. Engaging your core, you're going to bring the top knee to the opposite elbow, hover, and repeat. Inhale up, exhale, hover. Inhale one more time. Exhale, you're going to kick the leg across, coming into falling tree. Opening both arms. And gently as you exhale, you're going to bring the top arm underneath your rib cage. And repeat. Engaging your core, inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And gently, you're going to close, releasing both hands to floor. Take a breath. Step into your plank, chaturanga. Moving through your vinyasa, you can always continue with an extra chaturanga. And we're going to meet in downward dog. Now again, you're going to bring your right leg up again. And this time, you're going to step your foot forward. Inhale, coming up. Warrior one. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Open those arms parallel to floor. And sending both arms to the front, elbows to the ribs. Alternating the left arm forward and then the right arm forward. And continue switching your arms in this little pulsation, activating your energy, your heartbeat. Next time, left arm is forward, pause, and gently move into warrior number two. Take a moment to feel grounded. Now reverse the warrior, stretching your side torso. And bringing your hand to the floor. With both arms open, inhale. And then some kind of binding, maybe full bind, half bind. All right, gaze to the floor. You're going to plant your right fingers and move into half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. We're going to bend the top leg, grab your foot, stretching the entire thigh. Now releasing both hands to floor. Keep the top knee bent. You're going to start bringing your knee towards your belly, coming into a balancing pigeon. With your hands in prayer, sitting down, figure number 4 or balancing pigeon. And slowly returning into your high lunge. Once you get there, inhale, arms up, hands to the floor, back to three-legged dog. Use your core and dive into cobra, flowing through, returning to downward dog. Beautiful, you guys. Now let's do the same routine on the other side. Picking up your left leg, bend your knee, open up the hip. Bring the knee to the opposite elbow, hover. Inhale back, exhale, hover. Inhale back. And this time as you hover, you're going to kick the leg across, falling tree. Opening arm as you inhale, and as you exhale, close and repeat. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And as you close, you're going to release both hands to floor. Find your plank, chaturanga lower, through your vinyasa. Come back to downward dog. And one more time, you're going to pick up your left leg up and behind you. Stepping your foot forward, come up into a high lunge. Let your legs be steady. And as you exhale, halfway down. Inhale, going up. And we're gonna create a twist. So as you exhale, rotating your spine, opening both arms parallel to floor. Bring both arms forward, elbows to the ribs. Alternate your arms, moving into that pulsation, increasing the rhythm of your heart. Now the next time the right arm is forward, pause. And gently move into warrior number 2. Connecting your feet to the ground and reversing your warrior. Now go ahead and touch the hand inside your foot, opening both arms and creating some kind of binding. Start with a half bind if that's okay. Do the full binding. Gaze to floor. We're going to prepare for half moon pose. Balancing on one foot, stretching your top thigh. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to release both hands to floor and still balancing on the left foot. You're going to start coming all the way up, preparing for balancing pigeon. It looks like a figure number 4, and as you sit down, you're warming up your hips. Stay focused. Beautiful. Now you're going to return to the high lunge. Keep your balance. Reaching both arms. Planting your hands, coming back into your three-legged dog. Diving to cobra, flowing through. And returning back into downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your feet to your hands. And fall forward. Now bending your knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold. Flat back, prepare. Take it back to plank, chaturanga lower. Inhale, upward dog. Chaturanga back to downward facing dog. Stepping your right foot forward, inhale, warrior 1, both feet flat. Exhale, interlacing fingers behind you, coming down into humble warrior. Let your head be heavy. And then bring in your hands to the floor, plank, chaturanga, upward dog. Chaturanga back to downward facing dog. Stepping your left foot forward, coming up, warrior 1. Interlacing fingers, opening the chest, humble warrior. Now this time you're gonna take a breath before we lift up. Engaging your core, you're gonna come all the way up, straighten both legs, parallel the feet, Prasarita Padottanasana. So go ahead and open your chest, arching your spine. And gently folding forward. Beautiful. Now you guys can stay here or try coming all the way up into a tripod headstand. If you don't feel comfortable, you can use the wall or you can simply stay in your standing forward bend. Letting that vibrant energy flow through your veins, energizing your body. Breathing in and breathing out through your nose. And gently returning your feet to the ground, flat back. Crawling through the front of your mat, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. Now you're going to bend your knees. You're going to bring your feet to your hands. And we're going to prepare for crane pose. Planting your hands, shifting the weight to your hands and gently lifting one foot, followed by the other. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. You can step or jump back into plank whenever you are ready and flow through your vinyasa. And with this beautiful vitality, go ahead and pick up your right leg, bend your knee, and prepare. This time you're gonna bring your top knee under your belly and flip it under. So lifting your hips, arching back. And then gently look down to the floor, returning back to your three-legged dog. Coming to pigeon pose. Stretching your spine. Option, you can bend your back leg, grab your foot and increase flexibility to your back thigh. Now release and fall forward, letting go of any tension around your joints. Breathing into your lower back, your sacrum. And as you inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, plank pose. On the right hand side plank. Upper body strength. Feel free to pick your top leg and stretch it up. Releasing to plank, chaturanga, upward facing, chaturanga, downward dog. Now bring in your left leg up, bending your knee, bringing the top knee under your body, flipping under. In this beautiful back bend, you stretch the front, your chest, your lungs. And back into your three-legged dog, moving into pigeon pose. Just pick up your spine. And then you're welcome to grab your back foot. Flexibility for your thigh. Breathing in. Breathing out. Crawling those fingers forward. Restoring, recharging, opening the channel so that we can keep the energy flowing. They say that a life without vitality is like a river without water. Now this time we're going to step to plank, and you're going to come down onto a forearm plank, engaging your core for 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, coming back into your plank, chaturanga, upward facing, chaturanga, and finally to downward facing dog. Beautiful, you guys. Now take a deep inhale. This time you're going to drop your knees and swing the right arm underneath you, thread the needle, stretching your shoulders. Open your left arm, bring it behind your back into a half bind. Counter stretching all the chaturangas and planks we did today. Now release, coming back into a tabletop, switching other side. Left arm underneath you. Adjusting, breathing, releasing. Gently coming back into your tabletop position. Inhale, plank, chaturanga, moving through your vinyasa. Coming back to downward dog. Now this time you're going to bring your knees to the floor. Open your feet wider, and we're going to come into hero's pose. You can stay seated, or if you want to give it a try, you can start leaning back onto your forearms. Be very careful with your knees. If you can go lower, feel free to rest on your back with your arms overhead. Opening and stretching the entire front of your body. Vitality is one of the 5 key ingredients for well-being, together with gratitude, curiosity, hope, faith, and love. Now lifting all the way and extending your legs forward. Give your legs a little shimmy and prepare for Paschimottanasana. Flexing your toes, bend over, soothing your nervous system. And again, as you inhale, keep increasing your vitality. As you exhale, letting go of anything that dims down your energy. Lifting up as you inhale and rolling down onto your back. Now you're going to bring your left knee to your chest and extend the leg all the way up. Breathe in, breathe out. Release and switch. Bring your opposite knee and extend it up towards the ceiling. So if you cannot hold your foot, you can use a strap or simply keep your knee slightly bent. Now as you exhale, release. And you're going to bend both knees and prepare for bridge. Start very gently, lifting your hips. Some of you may keep your hands flat, others will interlace fingers underneath you. And after a few breaths, if you feel comfortable, feel free to move a little bit higher into your wheel. So if you decide to come up into wheel, you're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders and lifting your hips higher. You're going to push your arms straighten. Make sure you're not holding your breath. awakening your chakra centers, flexibility for your spine. Cultivate that vital force. And on the exhale, simply release, hug your knees, and rolling back and forward, massaging your spine, eventually coming up into a seated position. Soles of the feet touch, butterfly pose, folding forward. Letting your blood move through your system. And then inhale, coming up, grabbing your big toes for Navasana. Find your balance. Releasing your feet, extending your arms forward, looking between your legs. And as you keep engaging your core, you're going to start lowering down with your arms down by your sides. Sending your legs up and to the floor behind you, plow pose. Supporting your lower back. Now, whenever you're ready, you're going to start sending both legs up, shoulder stand. Inverting the entire body. It's a great posture to nurture all of your systems. Taking another full breath in and out. And simply lowering your legs back to the plow. Engaging your core. And you're going to take your time to lower everything down towards your mat. Try to come as gently and slowly as you can. Enjoying the connection towards the mat. Grounding your physical body. And bringing the soles of your feet to touch. Twist your neck to the right, to the left. And then find your center, take your time. And then simply honor your presence. Feel your breath as you begin to release your arms and release your legs. And thank yourself for cultivating this vital energy, this life force within you. So that you can approach life with excitement. Take a few moments to rest. This is Shavasana, letting your body integrate all this healing energy, recharging your body and mind. And as always, thanks so much for practicing with me. Namaste.